Coming up on Good Morning Longhorns, the College of Liberal Arts announced a consolidation of ethics and gender studies. What we know.
Running for Texas Senate this year, Taylor Remmett joins UT students for a discussion. More on his visit.
Celebrity events on campus last week. A look at the CNN Town Hall with Timothy Chalamet and Matthew McConaughey.
The Austin Marathon took place on Sunday. We're joined by a half-marathon runner to learn more about his experience.
And finally, our very own Daniel Davila joins us for a Folklorico dance lesson live in studio. All this and more coming up right here, right now on Good Morning Longhorns. Good morning, Longhorns. For this Wednesday, February 18th, I'm Shreya Vaidhyanathan.
And I'm Emmie Adams. Thank you for joining us this morning.
How are you, Emmie?
I'm doing well, and you know what? I know today is a very special day. It's your birthday, so happy birthday!
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here. Wouldn't want to spend it anywhere else. Let's just get started.
Yes, let's get right into it. UT announced the consolidation of seven liberal arts departments into two: African and African Diaspora Studies, American Studies, Mexican American and Latino and Latina Studies, and Women's Gender and Sexuality Studies is merging into the Department of Social and Cultural Analysis. Additionally, Germanic Studies, French, Italian, and Slavic and Eurasian Studies will now make up one department of European and Eurasian Studies. UT will review course curriculum to see what majors and minors will be offered within the two new departments.
In response to the COLA consolidation, a group of around 30 students protested on Monday. The protest was organized by Students for a Democratic Society. Some protesters mentioned growing right-wing influence within the UT administration, as well as an attack against minority students.
Up with education!
Up with education!
Down with consolidation!
Down with consolidation!
The Senate bills we have seen over the past year, the consolidation, it's clear that this is a long-term strategy, and we will not see it stop anytime soon, right? So what can we do about this? We have to keep fighting. We used to have faculty councils. Staff used to be able to speak up against these kinds of policies, but that has been removed. We have nothing. We are able to do nothing but protest and rally like this. This is all we have left, and even then they're trying to take it away.
At the beginning of the demonstration, a man on a scooter shouted the phrase "white power" at the group before driving away. SDS Austin has also organized another protest against the consolidation for the 26th, taking place in front of the tower at 5 p.m.
Early voting for the primary elections runs tomorrow through the 27th. Results will be announced on March 3rd. Primary voting gives voters the most influence on who advances in the race. On the Republican ballot are nominees Senator John Cornyn for a fifth term, Attorney General Ken Paxton, and U.S. Representative Wesley Hunt. Democrats running for U.S. Senate are U.S. Representative Jasmine Crockett and State Representative James Tallarico. On-campus voting sites can be found at the Texas Union and LBJ School of Public Affairs.
And state primaries are not the only way for UT students to exercise their right to vote. This Monday marks the official start to the campaigning season for the campus-wide election, which includes the 8 executive alliances running for the 2026-27 UT Student Government Presidency and Vice Presidency.
In alphabetical order, the Executive Alliance candidate President-Vice President pairs are Kira Dixon and Jaden Watt, Kelsey Green and Nicholas Smith, Pedro Guzman and Noah Dow, Camille Kilday and Connor Guess, Kate Cradaville and Bailey English, Armando Parrish and Ben Guerriero, Sarah Sheriff and Siona Nayampali, and Jalen Waith and Nina Reich.
Following 2 weeks of campaigning, the 2-day voting process will begin March 2nd. Election results will be announced March 9th, and TSTV News will continue to report on the election and campaigning efforts as they develop. In other news, Castilian, an off-campus residence hall, experienced 2 major water leaks on Monday. According to an email sent to students, a crack in the drainage pipe between 2 floors caused major flooding in the dining hall during a routine cleaning. Additionally, a fire sprinkler in the garage caused other leaks and set off the fire alarm. In the email, Castilian management apologized to residents for the disruption and notified them of drying equipment they may see around the building this week.
The 2026 Science Festival, organized by UT's College of Natural Sciences, will take place from February 18th through the 5th of March. The festival will have science experiences on UT campus and around Central Texas. Events include the 25th Annual STEM Girl Day, an open house at Brackenridge Field Laboratory, science-inspired film screenings around Austin, and many more. There are dozens of events scheduled over the 2 weeks, with most options being free and open to the public, with a few requiring tickets for advanced registration.
Speaking of the Science Fest, this Saturday, the Brackenridge Field Laboratory will have an open house that will be free for the general public. 82-acre area has 9 greenhouses and state-of-the-art lab space. Participants will get to learn about the history of the laboratory and have a chance to tour the property. Guided historical tours will happen at 11 a.m., 12 p.m., and 2 p.m., with a short talk from BFL researchers at 1 p.m. Austin Bergstrom International Airport has announced major new deals for the airport's expansion. The City of Austin announced that an airline use and lease agreement, as well as a signatory cargo agreement, will fund major improvements and projects at a BIA. The money made from these deals will fund the construction of 32 new gates, the renovation of a Concourse A, and various utility projects. The expansion is estimated to cost $5 billion. In other news, there has been a recent update in the case of Nancy Guthrie. The mother of Today Show host Savannah Guthrie has been missing for over 2 weeks after being abducted from her Arizona home. The FBI says that a glove found near her home appears to match those worn by the suspect seen on her home doorbell camera. DNA evidence is being taken from that glove to try and identify a suspect. There has been no evidence to confirm that the 84-year-old is still alive, but Savannah took to social media Sunday, saying the family still has hope for their mother's safe return.
Pliables, a New Jersey acai and smoothie shop, is coming to West Campus with the grand opening happening February 28th at 11 a.m. Stop by for cold acai, cold brew, smoothies, and more. The new shop will be located on MLK across the street from the P. Terry's and Chick-fil-A. The store has given out samples to students over the past week. Get ready to enjoy a refreshing treat with friends, perfect for the soon-to-be spring season.
And if you're looking for a new place to eat here on campus, then you're in luck. The Texas Union just opened up a new restaurant called Noodle Lab in the food court. It's a self-serve ramen station where patrons choose their ramen from a variety of options and add condiments before paying. Here's what some UT students had to say about the new place.
Personally, I'm just really interested in trying new foods and stuff like that. So I'm always down to go to a new place, new restaurant, especially with friends, just to find new places to eat around here.
I like the different toppings, and it was pretty cool to see the machines kind of make it. But yeah.
Noodle Lab is open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. and is closed on weekends.
A couple of Hollywood stars visited campus last week, and select UT students were lucky enough to meet them. Actors Matthew McConaughey and Timothée Chalamet took part in a town hall session hosted by CNN on Friday, which was filmed inside Moody's CMB building. McConaughey, who of course is a UT alum, starred with Chalamet in Interstellar. Some students got the chance to ask the pair questions. Others who saw Chalamet leave the building took selfies with him and even talked with the Oscar-nominated star. The town hall will air on CNN on Saturday at 6 p.m. Central.
I'm so jealous of everybody who got to go to that.
Me too.
And on Monday, Campus Events and Entertainment hosted the Lunar New Year to kick off the Year of the Horse. The event, located in the Shirley Bird Perry Ballroom, opened for all students with their student ID. Attendees were able to experience activities and receive snacks, including custom sugar art, egg rolls, and see yo-yo performances. At the end of the event, some students were able to make their own scented sachet bag.
Wuthering Heights, starring Margot Robbie and Jacob Elordi, is now in theaters for everyone to enjoy. The movie is based on a classic English literature book by Emily Bronte, known for its passionate, dark, and intense storyline. The movie explores themes such as love, revenge, and social class between their families. This is definitely a movie recommended for all the dark romance, Romeo and Juliet type story lovers. You can check out Wuthering Heights at your local theater. Coming up, spring weather seems to be creeping up in Austin. Your local forecast is next.
Welcome back. Valentine's Day brought some downpour last weekend, but things seem to be looking up.
Here to tell us more in the Weather Center is Isabel Grace Ballard. Good morning, Isabel Grace.
Thanks, Shreya and Emmy, and good morning, Longhorns. This week, we're continuing with warm days and blue skies on the 40 acres. Looking to this weekend, we can see temperatures drop about 5 to 10 degrees. Today, we are expected to have a high of 81 degrees and a low of 62 degrees with cloudy skies. Tomorrow, we're seeing the high 1 degree higher at 82 degrees and the low for the day at 64 with some partly cloudy skies. As for Friday, we are seeing cloudy skies again with a high of 75 and low of 60. Moving to Saturday, the sun comes out again with a high of 75 and low of 52, so a bit cooler than the previous day. And finally on Sunday, you Texans might need to bundle up again because the high of the day is 62 degrees and the low is 43, but with sunny skies. This weekend's weather calls for a fun time at our Longhorns baseball game against Michigan State. That's all from the Weather Center. I'm Isabel Grace Ballard. Back to you guys.
Things are looking up for the Texas men's basketball team. They followed up their February 7th win against Ole Miss with a win against Missouri last Saturday and a win against LSU last night, taking them out of the bubble and into the bracket for the postseason. The Longhorns will have to continue to win to cement their spot the postseason, but currently they are projected to be number 9 seed in the Big Dance, according to ESPN.
Women's basketball avenged their loss against number 5 Vanderbilt on February 12th with a win on the road against number 22 Tennessee on Sunday. They beat the Volunteers in a tight game, 65-63. This is Texas's 10th ranked win of the season. Madison Booker led the way to the win with 14 points. The Longhorns were playing from behind all game before they finally took the lead in the fourth quarter. Texas forced 23 turnovers to secure the win. Texas will take the court again on Thursday against Arkansas.
And it's official, baseball and softball season has begun. Defending national champions number 3 ranked Texas softball had their home opener this weekend in the Bevo Classic tournament, and they left that tournament 5-0. They also already have wins over number 9 Nebraska and number 25 Washington. This past weekend, number 3 Texas baseball opened their season with 4 wins, 3 against UC Davis over the weekend and 1 against Lamar last night.
The University of Texas Board of Regents is planning to approve the 3-year, $8.4 million contract for Will Muschamp. This is set to take place for Texas football's defensive coordinator in their meeting in the coming days. He will make $2.7 million in his first season, making him one of the highest paid coordinators in the country. His predecessor, Pete Kwiatkowski, made $1.9 million in the final year of his contract. Muschamp's guaranteed money will increase every season. He will make $2.9 in his final season of the contract.
And as the 2026 Winter Olympics begin to wind down, Team USA is closing out the games with several historic moments. In women's monobob, Team USA remains undefeated as Alana Myers-Taylor captured her first ever Olympic gold. Competing in her 5th Olympics, Myers-Taylor became the oldest American woman to win a Winter Olympic medal at 41. Teammate Kaylee Armbruster Humphreys, last year's gold medalist in the event, earned bronze. In the women's halfpipe, Chloe Kim became the first woman to medal at 3 straight Olympics with her silver finish.
On the ice, the U.S. men's long track speed skating team took silver, securing back-to-back Olympic podium finishes in the team pursuit. And, in a surprising turn, figure skater Ilya Malinin, a gold favorite, finished 8th after 2 falls in the free skate, but will still perform in Saturday's closing gala, an honor rarely extended beyond medalists. With just days left before the game closes, stay tuned for more of the world's biggest moments still to come. This Sunday, a record of 30,000 runners and 100,000 spectators came out for the 35th edition of the Austin Marathon, Half Marathon, and 5K. I was actually one of those runners. TSTV News' Gabby Comer gives us an inside look at what the race was like as a runner.
Guys, it was hard, but we did it!
This past Sunday, over 30,000 runners from all across the globe gathered for the Austin Marathon, Half Marathon, and 5K. 5,975 people finished the marathon, and 11,684 finished the half marathon. I, TSTV News' Gabby Comer, was one of the 11,684 finishers of the half marathon.
Good morning, everyone. It is currently 5:15 in the morning, and I just got up and I heated up my breakfast, which is egg bites and a granola bar, and I'm just gonna eat them and then get ready for the race. Hi guys, so I'm fully dressed in my outfit. This is my roommate Ella. See, we're mismatched cotton candy. So yeah, here's this. Here's my bib number, blue shorts, goose. It's currently 5:52 and we are getting an Uber.
All right, officially started. We're waiting for our turn to cross the start line. Woo!
The race was hard. I started out feeling great, but a side stitch from miles 6 to 8 dampened my mood. With my roommate's help, we survived the mile 12 Enfield Hill and made it to the finish line.
Guys, it was hard, but we did it. 13 minutes. 2 minutes. Faster than what we did last year.
Gabby Comer, TSTV News.
Thanks, Gabby. Next year's Austin Marathon will be on Valentine's Day, February 14th, 2027. If you want to join the fun, you can sign up at youraustinmarathon.com. Coming up, we're joined with a half marathon runner to discuss his Austin Marathon experience. Don't go anywhere. Can I get help with the set? Welcome back. Out of all the runners in the Austin Marathon, each one had their own unique stories and motivations pushing them.
This morning we're joined by UT junior Ale Orzoko, who was one of the many UT students who ran in Saturday's race. Good morning, Ale.
Good morning.
Well, to get started, how did your race go? We see your medal.
Yeah, it went absolutely amazing. It was such an amazing experience. I absolutely loved every single part of it. Just throughout from the beginning all the way to the end, I felt super motivated seeing all of my friends, all my family. It was just truly such an awesome experience.
That makes me so happy. For most half marathoners, there's a driving force behind each step. What pushed you to take on that 13 one-point miles?
I think there's definitely three main reasons. The first one is just my love of running. I was cross country during high school, and just seeing like my friends who also did a Longhorn run and a half marathon with me, that was also super motivating. But there's two main that deeply resonated with me. The first was my grandma, so she unfortunately passed away. But for her, one day she woke up, she was paralyzed from the legs down. So since then, she was never able to go on a run and never go on a walk. So that motivated me a lot because she was always one of my biggest fans. And my second one, so I had the opportunity to go on 2 service events in Africa. And one of them, I met a kid named Henry. And he left such a big impact on me. I remember one of the last things he told me, so the service event, we went to do volunteer work for the local communities. And he told me, he was like, like, I hope you never forget me. I hope you succeed in everything you do. And since then, that has been such a deep factor for me in just everything I do. And they, like, the whole time running, I just kept thinking about him. I was like, he has so much more less than us. And I feel so privileged and just grateful to have this opportunity that I'm able to run and just, like, be able to do this. So that's, I think, one of the biggest main factors for my running.
That's incredible.
That's amazing. That gave me chills. That's
I
really
know,
inspiring.
It's really touching.
Well, I've also heard that you were taking on the 75 hard challenge. Is that correct?
Yeah, I did.
So what was the most difficult part of that for you?
Oh man, I think it was just the consistency. I mean, it was absolutely exhausting, to be honest. But it felt so nice, and like I felt so beneficial from it. I mean, beginning of 75 hard, it was definitely like difficult being able to do having to do two exercises every single day. Having to drink a gallon of water. That was also pretty difficult because I didn't expect to have to drink so much water. And I think it was just being able to having to wake up every single morning, being able to go on the exercise, and then still going on about your day, and then having to do another exercise at the end of the day. Still tired from the first one at the beginning. So I think it was just the discipline of it, to be honest. That was the most difficult. But overall, I think it was a super well worth it. I loved every single part of it. I'm still going. I'm still like on day 60 right now. But I think it's definitely just helped so much with my mental health, with my physical health, and just being able to keep going.
As someone who gave up on day 43 of my 75 hard journey, I'm very impressed. And so I have to ask, how did you stay motivated throughout this training process? Were there other people that you leaned on to keep going?
Yeah, for sure my family. My family has been, like, they've been my support since day one. Like, I remember I told my mom, and she, like, helped me get all the protein powders. She got me, like, all of the electrolytes. Like, every time I came home from an exercise, she had, like, my electrolytes ready, and, like, that was super, super motivating. And I think it was also just, I knew I wanted to do it for myself. I was at a time where I was eating junk food every single day. I was just not at the best physical or mentally. And I was like, I really need a change, and I really just want to better myself for this upcoming semester. So that's why I started in December. And that's kind of what kept me going.
Well, that's awesome. Thank you so much. I think that's all the time we have for today. But thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. It was an honor to be here.
All right, and here's to seeing you next year at the
Austin
Marathon. Maybe.
Well, yeah,
Your marathon next.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, well, after the break, we're taking some dance lessons this morning with a folkloric Go dancer. We'll be right back. Welcome back. This morning we are joined by our very own Daniel Davila for a folkloric Go dance lesson. I am so excited to learn a few steps and hear more about your journey with dance. So can you walk us through what we're doing today, Daniel?
Yeah, I'm excited to be here this morning. So what I'm going to do is explain what folkloric is, then do a little dance for y'all, and teach y'all some of the basics afterwards. So you guys excited to start?
Yes. I am so excited. This is probably the best birthday present I could have ever imagined. So let's just get right into it. I'm dying.
Okay, for some background, folkloric is a vibrant and traditional style of dance that celebrates the rich culture and cultural heritage of Mexico. So each region has its own unique style, dance, costumes, and it's all reflected in the movement itself. So today we'll be doing Jalisco, which is kind of the more known regions of Mexico, It's where a mariachi was born, where it's often called the heart of Mexico. And if that isn't exciting, then it's where tequila is made. So let's start. So first, I'm gonna start off. Okay, so we're not gonna learn that, but we're gonna learn the basics basically. So first off, we're gonna do what's called a zapata de tres, which basically translates to a 3-step move. So you guys ready?
Yes.
Okay.
I hope so.
So first, you want to do is take your right and just stomp, stomp. Again, stomp. Ready? Stomp. All right. Now take your left. And you're gonna do your heel up. So put your heel down and your toe up like that. Good. Now we're gonna do is stomp, heel. Ready? Stomp, heel. Good. Now what you want to do is put all your body weight on this leg and then lift your right and put it down. So yes, so it's me. Stomp, heel, down. Ready? Stomp, heel, down. Again. Stomp, heel, down. And then you want to do is take this left and just put it, stomp again. Okay? So that's one side. So let's do it. Down, stomp, stomp, down. Ready? Stomp, heel, down, stomp. Stomp, heel, down, stomp. Good. Now we're going to do the left side real quick. Same thing, but that stomp that you did at the very end, that's the beginning of the left side. So let's go then.
Okay, you seem like an expert. How long have you been dancing?
Basically for a semester. So since the first semester I started my freshman year. So
Wow.
yeah.
Oh my goodness.
That's
been good.
very impressive.
Yes, yes. Okay, let's do left. So it's going to be stomp, heel up, put your body weight down, then stomp again. Okay? That's it. Stomp, heel, up, down, stomp. Okay? And so now what we're going to do is do both sides. So it's just a continuation of both. So you're going to watch. Be stomp, heel, down, stomp, heel, down, stomp. We're going to do a little pause in between.
Okay.
So try that. Stomp, heel, down, stomp, heel, down, stomp, heel, down, stomp, heel.
Oh, we're gonna go. Okay.
See, and then
Wow.
and then once you get the basics
that's
done,
what that's
you
from.
can start going a little more crazy and start going. So that's basically a basic of it. You guys got any questions?
Well, what was your favorite, or what is your favorite part of being involved?
I'd say the dances. I'd say being a part of this culture and just like being around. You know, I've always wanted to be and like back to my roots. So this is very good and just being here. That's my favorite part. Not gonna lie.
Do you have a lot of different events or performances? Or I know one day I saw you on Speedway.
Yes,
That was
yes.
fun.
I was recruiting, so that's always cool. We have March 10th is we're gonna do a performance at Festival of Flowers, which is cool. And then we're gonna have a big one, perhaps May 5th for a baseball game. So that's always fun.
Ooh, fun.
Yes, yes.
Awesome. Emmy, do you want to get up on this?
You want to try?
Oh my gosh.
Stage?
Oh my gosh, I don't know about that. you
Let's
guys.
do it. I'm excited.
Okay,
Ready?
wait.
Yeah, I'll
we
be.
still
I'll
have
be
to do it. Okay.
All right, ready?
Will you do it with me? Okay.
Yes.
We're all gonna do. Ready?
Okay, here we go.
5, 6, 7, 8. Stomp. Heel down. 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 Stomp. Heel down, stomp.
Amazing! A huge thank you to Daniel for coming on. Texas Folklorico will be performing, like he said, at the Festival of Flowers, and you can stay updated on all things Folklorico Dance Company at Texas Folklorico on Instagram. That's all the time we have for this Wednesday. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Shreya Vaidhyanathan.
And I'm Emmie Adams. From our Good Morning Longhorns team to you, we'll see you back next week. For more Campus First news, you can follow us on Instagram at Good Morning Longhorns and check out our website at tstvnews.com.